Welcome, race fans, to the sixth race of We're at the halfway point on the National Dirt Trucks calendar. Live from DuQuoin State Fairgrounds, here in Illinois. Some big news stories coming into this race. First of which is the penalties assigned to Calvin Patrick, Jeff Zagaria, and Casey Ockenbron. Zagaria and Patrick were got into an altercation after last week's race at IRP. Following Zagaria spinning the two, following him spinning it from lap 51, racing for the lead, resulted in him winning the race. But let's just say Calvin Patrick did not take too kindly to that. Like there was an altercation between the two after the race. The officials decided to put both of them to the rear of the field, with Zagaria in particular getting docked 15 points for determining the outcome of the event. At least that's what the officials gave. Casey Ockenbron was penalized 10 points for causing an incident between him and Silas Porter under caution. We got some debutantes here today. Is Daryl Licht of Nashville, Tennessee.
I thought you. Is it supposed to be said like that, or is it like this as in Stephen Light in real life?
Well, it was originally Daryl Licht, but he decided to take up the mantle of Daryl Light. Anyways, we got some.
I hope he is liked by all then.
Anyways, he, along with Voltron Super Trucks contender Alex DeFranco, making their debut today, making their Dirt Truck Series debut is. Oh, and also Aiden Dragon in the 66. Wrecked his truck during the qualifying. He did set a time fast enough to make the field, but he had to start the rear of the field, and he was qualified towards the back anyway. So, anyways, new sponsor on the 53, Gun Kitty, is on the hood. And anyways, let's get started. Gotta give it the command to start the engines.
Drivers!
Drivers, to your cars.
The base truck pulls off as our starting grid consists of Alyssa Helms and Avery Stone on the front row, Buddy Patrick in the 32, along with Bill Calhoun, second in points Bill Calhoun, Casey Ockenbron and Dan Meato make up row 3, and Louison, Billy and Patrick make up row 4. The brother from another mother, Michael Formage and Gene Karlovsky make up the top 10. Next up, it's Daryl Light and Atlas Copeland. Next up is Troy Copeland, Silas Porter, Alex DeFranco, DJ Ockenbron, Garrett Carrington, Asher Chinzona, Robert Raines in there too. There we go. Anyway, the end of turns 3 and 4 is pace truck pulls into the pit lane. 100 laps around this 1 mile dirt oval, the longest race in the calendar, the largest track we go to, and we're underway here at the DuQuoin State Fairgrounds. Buddy House just takes an early lead with a little help from the 32 with Buddy Patrick. Avery Stone in the 06. Couple rows deep.
36 going a little bit wide.
Michael Calhoun in the 36. 4 wide towards the back between Seth Briscoe, Michael Calhoun, Asherton Zona, and Darren Gale, and then they sort that out. With the 11 of DJ Acapron goes by a little bit. All right, running out of here comes Avery Stone in the 06. As Louison is just blown up. Got trouble in the back. Oh,
Uh-oh,
damn.
one truck's around. That's done
Yeah.
Louison, who blew up.
Yep, and I think looks like Michael Calhoun and Garrett Carrington got a piece of that. Caution flag.
I
First
think he
caution
blew
of the
up.
race.
Someone ran into him.
That sounds about right. Get a replay of what just happened. There it goes, right in front of DJ Ackerbrand. Several drivers trying to make evasion. Oh, and
Carrington just runs right into him. Oops.
nowhere to go for the 90, and Michael Calhoun also got a piece of that. Tough break for the 85. They've been having bad luck all year. We come back to the caution flag as look at our Michael Calvin's already moving up to 17th on the grid. Meanwhile, Jeff Zagaria up to 24th. Looks like the 90 is just went a lap down. As too is the 36. Getting that repaired. Anyway, strong showing from Bill Calhoun, who's currently behind Elizabeth Helms in the point standings. Next in the run from Dan Miato, carrying all the momentum he had from finishing second in IRP. Million Patrick, Casey Ockenbrand, Silas Porter up there, Gene Karlovsky, a great run for him, and Michael Formage rounding out the top 10. One to go. They've been given the 1 to go signal. What's this? Oh, the later's just broken down. There's something. The wheel is.
Mr. Helms from the lead has stopped.
Looks like we got some heavy wheel damage. I don't know what's going on in there, but
Did the wheel fall off or something?
it must have been if it came to a
tough break
complete.
for her.
Yeah, especially after starting on the pole. That's great news for the likes of Bill Calhoun and Silas Porter, her closest title contenders. Pace truck just as they were about to go to green. And we're back to racing. Avery Stone leads the field to the green
With a
flag.
good restart as well.
Carrington in the 90 had a dreadful start as holds up the 31 of Bill Calhoun. Here comes Ackerman underneath the 3 of Million Patrick in. Silas Porter in the 4. Meanwhile, up front, it looks like it's just Avery Stone and Buddy Patrick up on front. It's like Million Patrick's got around Bill Calhoun for third. Now she tries to make. Just gotten word that Alyssa Helms has been brought back into the pits. Looks like they got that situation sorted out. And still, though, a tough break for the 53 bunch. Just got that new sponsorship after their old one left them.
Who were they sponsored by before?
Well, well, at the start of the season, it was a long-time partnership with the Fireside Girls, but apparently her troop fell out. The scouting organization and whatnot, but anyway. Garrett Carrington in the 90, holding up a good chunk of the book. Silas Porter moves up to third as the top two are just driving away with this. Here comes Porter on the high side from the 90. Porter gets by the 90.
We could have to do a hatchet job on everyone else's race by holding them up.
The huge gaggle of trucks is right here is Dan Miato, Alex DeFranco, DJ Alcabron. Alcabron goes wide. Entering turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Gene Karlowski fell all the way back from top 10 all the way down to battling for the 20th position between him and Darren Gale. And Jeff Zagari has made no progress, hardly made any progress, but Michael Calhoun still managed to stay on the lead lap. I've heard reports that the 36 would be stepping down after this race and after focusing more on the 31 team. Both Bill and Michael Calhoun's performance are night and day, respectively. Bill Calhoun contending for the point lead, and Michael Calhoun missing missing 2 races. Meanwhile, back up towards the front, Avery Stone is keeping Buddy Patrick at bay. Meanwhile, Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that 4 drivers that failed to qualify for this race. Sir Philemon in the 39. First truck out. Flip Papadopoulos. Bill McCouse and David Balzac. It looks like they've already gone by the 90 of Garrett Carrington. If the 90 goes wide.
It's kind of what you want a back marker to do, just get out of the way like that.
He wasn't earlier.
Yeah, he got
looks
caught.
like he's learned. Yeah, he's learned his lesson, I guess.
You only do that if you're not a lap down. You should only do that if you're not a lap down.
Well, back in the day, the usual etiquette with lap cars was if you're 1 lap down, you can fight like hell, because because if you stay in front of the leader and then yellow comes out, you're back in the race. Beyond that, it get a little iffy.
What if you're clearly faster than them?
Oh, if you're clearly faster than them, it didn't matter.
It didn't really matter. You probably just be able to pass them anyway.
Could have been caught up in lap traffic. Could have been caught up in like a pit stalls or something.
Yeah, because that happened a bunch of times. Actually, that's why there's a bunch of old races where that would happen. I still love the 4 truck. Woody did an excellent job with that.
Oh yeah, 53 got a new paint job.
New livery and weird numbers, but all right. You know, I think that truck would look a lot better if it wasn't cloudy and muggy.
I probably would.
Because I was noticing that that's not a gray, that's like a purple, so.
Anyways, further towards the front, it's Avery Stone and Buddy Patrick's. 32 still trying to mount a charge on them. The 06. This is only the 3rd start of the year. They started in the I-70 race. It's the season opener at I-70 and the last race at IRP.
Stone looking as solid as a rock up there.
What?
Yep, after the 53 had her problems, the 06 has never looked back so far.
DeFranco trying to make, that's a huge log jam behind him now.
Yeah, the 9. Yeah. DeFranco made the trip all the way to, I think at this point in the timeline, all the way from...
it's all complicated. Everyone's doing different things at different times.
And again, drivers like Dan Louison and Darren Gale made the long haul to Michigan to IRP.
Michigan to IRP is
About 3 and 4 hours.
I'll say that's a 3 and 4 hour drive maybe, and that's just by road. That's not even like, it's way short if you just take a helicopter there.
Midwest Motors maybe. Midwest Motors maybe might have taken a helicopter here, but
Yeah, at least the drivers would. The equipment would just be there overnight. And as far as like what, the rest of this team would probably be there.
we're already a quarter of the way through as Looks like the 32 is trying to make a challenge on the 06, and coming up on the 36 with Michael Calhoun. And by extension, the back half of the field. Only about a quarter of the way through, and there was only one caution. And Cooper, if you've just joined us, I might as well show you the first caution.
'85 grenaded.
Yep.
Grenaded
Yeah, that's a
in the rock. in the
yeah
wrong
bad
spot.
timing there.
Mm-hmm.
Is this track just dirt to New Hampshire?
No.
No,
Not really.
It's
Okay,
a big. It's a well, yeah, it's dirt, obviously, but I wouldn't say New Hampshire is like the best comparison to it.
What would you liken it to?
Good question.
I mean, it is a dirt mile, and it's probably a little bit more like, maybe a little like Milwaukee, but not quite, because the turns are, the turns are a little tighter than they look, but it's not quite.
Plus, I don't think Milwaukee had that much much of a banking.
No, Milwaukee has like really short straightaways, but the turns are really wide. Whereas New Hampshire's the kind of the opposite. It's the turns are a little sharper, but the straightaways are longer. DuQuoin, it's the radius of the corners that's a little bit odd, because it kind of flattens a little bit right at the apex, and then it kind of widens out again. It's in a way that looks a little bit weird, but because I don't think I think the radius is different, but the straightaways are still decently long.
Okay.
Good old-fashioned lap traffic.
Yep, it's a mile oval. You got to navigate them.
Here comes the 32. Buddy Patrick taking a move on the lead. Gets them by the line. And Silas Porter's slowly but surely gaining on him. Here comes the 06.
Like, another thing about DuQuoin is, like, it's not that far away from St. Louis.
Seems like 3's falling back. Seems like Silas Porter navigates the 36 of Michael Calhoun.
What was that noise?
He was a hiccup.
Yeah. Anyway, going to get by the OA to Robert Raines, and his final star of the year is.
I'm back. Anyone want to go check on Ryan right now? Hey Ryan, how are you doing? I think the silence says it all.
And if you want to also know, like, about where DuQuoin is, Carbondale is less than an hour away. Like, it's closer to Carbondale than St. Louis. I guess it is like squarely right in fucking Little Egypt.
Anyways, eh?
Oh, there's the 5.
Yep.
Ah,
Yes.
shit, I never redid that card, did I? Fuck.
I don't think you sent it to me, but
No, I don't even think I redid it. I just, other things came up on the plate, and I just completely forgot about that.
the
That
73,
was the-
the 73 was in the top 10 earlier, but hold on, it seems like Silent Sporter's already caught up to the leaders. Having to navigate the 33 and the 99. Oh. Yeah. Bumper to bumper racing, I would not be surprised if one of them gets turned. Here comes Buddy Patrick in the 32. Well, 66 made his way up through the field. Started 28th, moved all the way up to 9.
And the 2 as well. Started at the back, now in 6th.
Trying to navigate the 53. Porter absolutely struggling to get by the 33. Already lost sight of the top 2.
How is the 5 doing? Is he like mid-20s?
Yeah, 22nd.
Okay.
Last time by.
And then I see Karlovsky's doing okay.
And like I said before, he was in the top 10 earlier.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm probably breaking the fourth wall right now.
I could always use some off-color commentary.
I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the water in the infield that I'm like screaming internally.
I mean, you do that all the time anyway, but yeah.
Did they just dye it blue or something like that?
No, it's it's that sense that this track was made. I've made a better water animation. And
What
I
what animation?
I was gonna say that looks
No,
just like a...
No, I said I've made one, not that they used it, and it wasn't around when this was made. Is this a...
What if they
Which-
raised powerboats to that water oval?
Mhm.
That's a...
I'm also kind of confused because I didn't think it was an oval in real life. I thought it was just like literally a muddy brown pond.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, I was gonna...
Yeah,
which
Arthur-
version? What version of Ducoin is this?
Well, this is the Norton.
Okay. Oh, okay. I can talk about it. I can provide.
It looks like Porter's running his way back up. Going to catch up to the top 2 as Buddy Patrick takes the lead away from Avery Stone. It's been a pretty clean race so far. Far outside of the Louison blowing up. I take that back. Second caution of that, Chuck Cheswick.
Chuck Cheswick.
Report.
And he just lost it. I'm
He just
surprised
chucked
he.
it in there too. He chucked it in there too hard. Whoops.
But
Oh, go to hell.
please don't listen to Melia.
That's a tough break for Chuck Cheswick and his team. Is
Now, Shrek, was that intentional?
You've sentenced me to gulag and sentenced me to death on a very specific
Ooh.
date. What?
coming to the start finish line as they take the caution flag as Buddy Patrick leads them back.
Vetch, Buddy Patrick's your driver, right?
Fine.
Okay, yeah. That's like a perfect name for the series. That's like
Buddy Patrick, yeah.
That's like perfect dirt track driver name.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I made him the oldest driver in the field as well.
Perfect.
Well, that and Dale Clow. Dale Clow's probably the oldest whenever he shows up.
Oh, one of the older guys in the field, anyway.
Yeah.
Looks like they're coming in.
There's Cheswick. He managed.
Avery Stone in the 06 goes out first as Buddy Patrick comes out second. It's Silas Porter. Oh, it looks like. Oh!
Oh.
Bill Calhoun, damn.
Calhoun comes out incorrectly.
And Mayato and. I think something might have been a miss on the 2.
Oh, I think he got hit in the pit lane.
It's like they just stalled. Yeah, it seems like they just stalled. Looks like they stalled it coming in. Looks like Cal Patrick's. Here comes the lap trap.
How many times do I drivers going to have bad luck?
Seems like it's usually the Calvin Patrick.
I like that 48. Was that who did the 48 again?
I did.
Bank.
Yeah, and Cooper provided me the bank logo.
Yeah, I remember. I think Cooper doing something like posting something about that.
Anyways, Asherton Zone in the 76 gets the free pass. Well, whatever was plaguing them, was plaguing the 2 is gone now. It's
gonna lap down.
They keep went 2
32.
laps there. Oh, Michael Calhoun, the 36 of Michael Calhoun is blown up.
And there goes that team.
Or say that the piston broke.
I bet that team is
Not again.
piston off.
No.
I
The
mean,
O's-
it's still better than your.
Another leader, Avery
Suspension
Stone.
failure moment.
No,
That's so
the tire. I
tough.
think the tire went down on.
Oh.
I think it's.
Oh, right. Okay, I misread that.
And they're waving off the.
Is there a sniper in the area?
No, I'm. Anyway, that's going to put the 32 of Buddy Patrick in the lead, followed by Silas Porter, Michael Formage,
Good old Michael Cheese.
DJ Achabron,
Right,
Bill,
that's
Bill Calhoun, Dan Miazzo, Atlas Copeland, Alex DeFranco, and Casey Hockenbraun. By the way, whatever did happen to Chad Hockenbraun?
You mentioned that. I saw that name earlier, and I was like, wait, is that supposed to be like Hockenbrock? He went to college.
I think the 06 broke down in the same part as Elsa Helms did. Either way, tough break. Race truck pulls down as Buddy Patrick leads the field to the green flag as already going 3 wide. Silas Porter trying to make a move on the 32 for the lead is on the inside of the 32 is he trying to make a move on him. He'll probably get him at the stripe as he does. Before I had to back down. Coming into turn 1. Anyway, it's a 33. Holding him up a little bit as 99 of Steven Marshall being a good teammate to the 66 and holding up to 48 and a 94. The 57 of Michael Formage is in third, followed by a battle between DJ Achabron and Dan Miazzo for fourth. Excuse me. 25 slipping back, letting the leaders go by, but in turn given the all-important position of 22nd to the 99.
Not even award any points.
Yeah, everyone I'd say 21st on back only gets a single point.
You get 1 point for finishing.
Yeah.
Or you get a point even if you crash on lap 1.
Yeah.
1 point for qualifying for the race, I see.
1 point if you crash on the first lap. I mean, come on. What's the point?
Anyway.
1 point if you don't even start, if you intentionally have a mechanical failure and don't even start the race.
You have to start the race in order to score the point.
Yeah. You intentionally have a mechanical failure on lap 1.
If this had been a couple years ago, we probably had a few starting parkers. Here's Daryl Light, Million Patrick, and Asherton Zonham already making his way up through the field. Seth Grisco, a great run for him by his standards. Up to 11th and go further out here. The 32 and the 4 still battling for the lead. They're already past halfway as quarter and the 4 trying on the low side of the 32 of Buddy Patrick. Patrick still takes the lead. Still in the lead. Huge guy going for the cars for huge guy going trucks for third. Otto in the 27. Ron in the 11 and Michael Formage in the 57. Here comes the 66 of Aiden Dragon. Trying to make his way up to the field of 4th. '66 takes the position away from Miato, but here comes DeFranco. Also making a move on the 27. Meanwhile, nothing's changed up at front. If anything, Avery Stone's catching up to the 90 of Garrett Carrington. Someone we haven't talked about much, Johnny Fredrickson making his second start of the year. Here for Gearbox Motorsports, a team car to Lewis Harrison in the 33. Speaking of Harrison, here he is holding up the 9 of Seth Briscoe. Briscoe owns a now Briscoe's family owns local fast food restaurant. Briscoe's grab and go. So apparently when they applied a sponsorship on the car, it came out looking like Briscoe's grab and go. Anyways, looks like this bounce heating up as they go by the 08 of Robert Raines is battle for third heats up. Porter's still trying to make a move on the 32, but no avail. 300 laps 60. Here comes the 4. Good 6 seconds ahead of everyone else. Clear traffic ahead of them is getting on board on the 32. Is that the 4?
Or just getting closer. Try to avoid running back of Patrick. I even see him from my before matches point of view. What is that, Cam?
Interesting back panel from the 57 as Armada's trying to hold off the 66. Huge gang of trucks behind him. Meanwhile, the 32 shuts the door on the 4. Hardly any signs of slowing down anytime soon. Anyway, L6 is making their way up through the field as it's gonna take a while for them to catch up to the 3 Amelia Patrick. Dude, it's 33's holding up to 9 again as
Do you think Zagaria is driving injured? Like, he's not having a particularly good week this week.
well, he's had slowly but surely. He's slowly but surely. At least he's on the lead lap for his sakes.
What's going out of the front?
Not a lot by the looks of it. Mayato slipping through the field. It looks like Akabron into 10, moving his way up as they get held up by the 08. '66 all over the back bumper of the 57. Wow. Still Buddy Patrick in the 32 in the lead, followed by Silas Porter in the 4.
Clearly knows how to make a truck wider than it really is.
Slowly gaining on the back end of the field. Avery Stone cutting their way through the field. Already on to the 67 and the 84. Getting by the 74 and the 3. Obvious how strong that 6 truck is. Double Zero having a respectable debut. And let's see what else is there. Battle for 7th between KC Akabron and a good chunk of the field is. Seems like Alex DeFranco got by the 08, moving his way up to 6. 66 and the 57 still battling for third as I think they've caught up towards the back end of the field, like getting closer towards the tail end of the field as the 32 and the 4 still battling on. Each lap 70. Oh yeah, they're gaining on them. On Joe Newgood and Garrett Carrington. Both of them are about closer to 10 seconds up ahead of third. Makes me wonder how long that would last. Here comes Porter again underneath the 32. He's got a run on him on the inside. Never mind. As I catch up to the 90 and the 25. It's going to be a while for the 57 and the rest of the bunch catch up to this pack. Unless they get majorly held up. Here comes the 4 again. Trying to make that bottom line work, because unlike last time, they're still going. Maybe he's using a 90 as a pick at all that dirty air.
It's 90 switches lanes, and now Porter's the one like being blocked.
.32 still holds
Trying to
position.
trying to get under the 90. Let's compromise his line, but to get past.
They still got the 25 to deal with. Three-fourths of the way through as here comes Silence Porter in the 4 underneath the 32 as the 25 goes low. Wee wide with Silas Porter in the middle. They catch up to the 3 of Million Patrick. Is she gonna do her grandfather any favors? Only one way to find out is Silas Porter. .32 is pulling away. Still a good distance away from the rest of the field. Seems like the 94 DeFranco's caught up to. Oh, 00 didn't get much of a. Didn't get a good runoff. That's good. Oh, it's like, isn't this 00 is a pick? They'll get by the 32. That's going to put the 4 Silas Porter in the lead. Some excellent driving from the 4. But he's got the rest of this pack right here to deal with. Edgerton Zona and Million Patrick. Four looks under into 76. The 57 and the rest of the bunch are only now getting. Still 11 seconds as Buddy Patrick takes the lead back from the 4. Chuck Cheswick gets past. Still trying to get by Asherton Zone in the 76 is. Side by side coming to lead with about 15, coming to 15 to go. And about 16 to go. 32 getting absolutely held up by the 76.
Ha! I wonder who's that? That is in the distance.
Lewis Harrison a 33, Million Patrick in a 3. But is Million Patrick going to do
Millions
anything?
gonna try to hold. He was probably going to try to get in the way as much as possible, so
Assuming that
her
the 32
grandfather
can
catch
assuming that the
up.
32 can get by the hot traffic. 00 is following.
Or maybe she won't.
And I think I see the 57 in the distance. "15 laps to go" is. He's trying to go 3 wide into the first corner and wisely backs out. I think they're on back is trying slowly gaining on the leaders.
Probably because they're being held up.
That sounds about right. Yeah, it would take something like that for everyone else to get a chance at trying to get by the top 2. 32 is still struggling to get by the 00. Runs deep as far as the eye can see. Next lap traffic right in front of him is Troy Copeland, Johnny Fredrickson, and Jeff Sagaria. Meanwhile, Gene Karlowski's making his way up to the top 10 as he tries to get by Bill Calhoun. Meanwhile, the Alpha 30 heats up and Alpha 4th, as the 66 and the 11, they're making their way up as they only now get by the 90 and the 25. Oh yeah, they're getting held up big time. I don't believe it. 57, a Formage and they're slowly chipping away at the top two's huge advantage they had. A nice cushion with 8 laps to go. Coming to 8 laps to go. Ford tries to get underneath the 33.
Order's clear of that traffic. I think he's got this in the bag.
Next sign of lap traffic's just entered turn 4. Oh, what's this? Now it appears the 57's backed out 4 wide. 4 wide, I want to say for third as they try to split the 90. '66 takes third away. Agamron runs right again. DeFranco moves his way up to the top 5. We seem to be missing out on a great battle for third. Silas Porter still trying to get by the 33 of Lewis Harrison. He makes a move on the inside. So too does the 32 of Buddy Patrick. Trying to get on the 76 of Ashton's zone. Now he clears the 33. Five laps to go. It seems like it's smooth sailing for the 4. Silas Porter already won at Mansfield earlier in the year. '32 struggling to get by the 76, eh? Four laps to go. I'll report that the 25 has just blown up. Right in front of traffic, Dan Mayato.
Mayato hits him.
Oh. We may
Oh,
have
48
forgotten
laps
record.
As well. That's a
48
very
got
dangerous
a
place to be
piece of-
broken down.
Oh, tough break for the 27. Running inside the top 10.
I look to capitalize on the momentum he's just gained, but that's not going to happen.
That was Coblin also got a piece of that. Looks like this race is going to end under caution. Yep, the 48's pulled it into the pit lane. Something's definitely broke on that one. Let's take a look at what just happened. The third and final caution of the race. Well, it looks like it was lost it when he blew up.
Or he just probably locked the axle or something like that.
Unless something happens to the Ford truck. Looks like it's going to be the second win of the year. Here for Silas Porter. You know, the last two restarts are anything to go by. It could very well happen. The white and yellow flags are around. Silas Porter is
Hello.
looks like that's going to be the race. And somebody's doing burnouts out just outside my apartment.
Ha.
Anyways, coming out of the final corner at a blistering 45 miles an hour, Silas Porter, for only the second time this season, is going to win.
Isn't he the first repeat? Isn't he the first repeat winner?
First repeat winner of the season.
Neat.
Anyway.